Weeks after being reportedly released from the Richmond Hill prison after serving time for a similar offense, Donnie Mc Queen, a Mason of Mount Craven St. Patrick, is facing charges of robbery with violence and money laundering in the indictable matter. His case came up before Magistrate Kina Marast Victor at the Grenville Magistrates Court on Tuesday. The female magistrate also presides over the St. David's Magistrates Court, where Mc Queen made his first appearance last Wednesday, with the prosecution strongly objecting to bail for him, citing the seriousness of the January 18th offense. The prosecution also cited Mc Queen's status as a repeat offender and the substantial amount involved in the robbery as grounds for objecting to bail. He is being represented in the matter by attorney Jerry Edwin, who acknowledged his client's history with the court, but argued that he is within the threshold to be granted bail.
They argued that Mr. Mc Queen was entitled to bail under the presumption of innocence, and that any prior convictions, if any, were already served. They ought not to be taken into account. Those are the arguments. I was on one side, the prosecutor on the other. And the magistrate reserved an opinion for today.
However, attorney Edwin requested another 2 weeks upon the instruction of his client.
At this time, it was in the family's best interest, in my client's best interest, that bail not be argued for today. There's some house cleaning things we need to put in place. For example, to ensure that he has a proper place that would be satisfactory to the magistrate, that the person with whom he resides is a responsible individual who will ensure that Mr. Mc Queen follows the orders of the courts.
GBN understands that Mc Queen has been implicated in the theft of over $50,000 from the businessman who was reportedly on his way to deposit the cash at a financial institution near the Grenville police station. It is alleged that the robber struck the victim before fleeing the scene with 2 bags of cash.
There is not a basis for violence, any charge of violence. And the allegation of violence will dissipate once this case goes forward, because there's no credible allegation that Donnie Mc Queen used violence. No, it would not stand. So I suspect this case will go forward on the single charge of stealing on the substantive offense, and of course money laundering, which is an add-on, if you will. It's a necessary offense to the stealing offense.
It is unclear at this time whether the stolen money has been recovered. The case has been adjourned to February 16. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.